Alright, what's up everyone? So today we're gonna do a walkthrough of the Backfire machine on HackTheBox. So we've already run the scans, so if we take a look at them, we can check this one. We will see that there is SSH, there is HTTPS, also there is 2 filtered ports, and there is one open HTTP port on 8000, which has 2 files. First thing that jumps right in my face is that there is havoc in the name over here. So if we go take a look, by the way, I will just add this to my Etsy host. So just want to take a look. Backfire.HTB. Whoa. So I tried to do it with sudo, for some reasons it didn't work. I'll just run this as root, because alright, so we have it there. Perfect. So now we should be able to access HTTP backfire.htb on port 8000. Let's check if we have something over here. Let's try with the IP. Maybe I messed something up. That is pretty weird. Have I done something wrong? Let's check if we can actually ping it. Oh, we're not on. Okay, I'm just so used to being always on the VPN. I'm not even on the VPN. That's great. Let's just lab. Let's just connect over there. We can check the IP with this 10.10.15.39. Sweet. So now we could access backfire.htb on port 8000 usually. Yeah, perfect. So we see 2 files over there. We can download both of them, and we're gonna move them to our directory. So downloads havoc and move downloads slash let me go check how it was called. Disable TLS. Disable. So we can check their content. So it says disable TLS for WebSocket management, port 40,056. Yeah. So I can prove that Surge G is not doing any work. Management port only allows local connections. We use SSH forwarding. This will not compromise our team server. So I'm seeing some important information. First of all, we have a port over there that we know that there's WebSocket management on that port. Also afterwards, we have a user, Search G, over there. And we also know that we can only access this port locally. So this is probably going to be some SSRF, server-side request forgery. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we can continue checking. We see that there is a WebSocket, team server host, team server port, and /havoc. So we have something going on over here. Now let's take a look at the havoc.yautel, I don't know how it's pronounced. We see again the same IP, we see team server. So now we know that it's actually havoc team server running on the host. We have straight up the operators with their accounts. So we can take note of that link creds. With Backfire. How is it called? Cobalt Strike sucks, and we also have another one. I want to switch to hard hat C2. That's interesting. We also see another port over here. It's a listener, so it shouldn't be of any value. Sorry. So after doing a little bit of research, we can see that there is a SSRF for havoc. So we see here there's a CVE for SSRF. So it says the vulnerability is exploited by spoofing a daemon agent and checking to open the TCP socket on the team server and read or write data to it from it. So okay, that makes sense. So if we could check a bunch of options and stuff. So we know that there's SSRF. The other thing, I don't know if it's gonna pop up right over here. I think that's it. Yup. Let me check that out. Yeah. So there's a havoc RCE. So we see that it's accessing this port to perform the RCE. The only problem is that this port is ran locally. So, personally, I have crafted the exploit. It's available on my GitHub, but if you guys want to do it yourself, well, you have to craft it and play a little bit with it. But I've already done it over here. So basically what this does is it uses the SSRF to deliver the RCE over the local port. So we see this port. We need to be local on the machine to be able to access it. Well, since there's a SSRF, we can do that, right? And we can pass it to the RCE. So we're gonna download this with Git. Let's do it. Over here, perfect. And we're gonna go in there. Obviously, I've already installed the requirements. I use a Python virtual environment for that. That's not needed if you don't use it. So yeah, the install-r requirements. You're gonna see it's everything. There's a little bit of modifications that you need to do. First of all, your IP. This is gonna be the payload that the RC is gonna be downloading from your machine. So we're just gonna put that to our IP. Afterwards, there's also some changes we need to do in the POC. If we scroll down, we're gonna see, first of all, I think it's close to here, yeah, user. We're gonna need to put some of the creds we found. So let's just take a look at that. We're gonna test with this one first. Password is gonna be the password. Whoop. For some reason didn't copy. Alright. Host, yeah, port, yeah. Then the payload, then the command that's gonna be ran. We need to change that to our IP. And this should work. So since it's doing curl, we need to, well, actually we already have one here. we need to run a HTTP server on port 8000 so that it can download the payload. We will also need to, I will close this, to start a listener so that the shell can get executed, right? So now we can execute the PUC, PUC.py, target. Let's just check the options. T for target, so T is gonna be HTTPS since it's running on port 443. HTTPS backfire.HackTheBox. IP, this is gonna be the IP we want to access. We want to access itself, the local host, obviously. The port is gonna be the port of the web management. Then we can provide username. Well, we've already changed that. Everything seems to be fine. So we can try to run this. We see that socket output reads successful and the write is successful. Oh yeah, I'm not in the right directory. Let's try that. Let's try that again. We see get 200. We go over here and we see that we have a shell. So next thing I want to do is put my public SSH in there. So what does that do? It makes it so I can authenticate with SSH, which is gonna give me a more stable shell. So SSH keygen, yes, yes, yes. So we see I have a public key over here. I can check it out over there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that in authorized keys. In authorized keys. Okay. So now we see my keys in there. So when I'm gonna try to, we are the user Ilya. When I'm gonna try to SSH into there. Normally I don't have to provide a key, see? So yeah. Alright, so we don't have to use this. Perfect. Okay, so we have the user here. We also see a file over there. That's pretty weird. Sergi said he installed hardhat c2, blah blah blah. So we know that there's hardhat c2 installed, and we know that it's running as Sergi. Sorry for my accent. If we go check Sergi, we don't have permissions. If we take a quick look at what's running on the machine, is there something about hardhat? Yeah, there's hardhat running as Sergi over there. So let's take a look at. Oh, we also see teamserver. Interesting. Let's take a look at the what's running internally on which port. We see port 5096, which were filtered. Interesting. We see SSH 443 HTTPS. We know that this is a listener, and we know that this is the havoc. Sorry. So let's try to curl it ourselves, just to see what's running, you know. So empty reply. I think I have to just do I have to do something. No, that's pretty weird. Usually I just curl like internally to see, but since there's not a lot of ports, we can just forward the ports. So whoops. And 5000 this. There's also 68 but it's not on the listen state. So let's do some local port forwarding. So we want to forward this to 7096. We also want to forward 5000 on port 5000. Ilya at Backfire HackTheBox. Normally this is gonna work perfect. Let's test it out. Let's open Firefox. If we access localhost on port 5000, we're gonna see connection reset. So let's try with HTTPS. Risk. Accept risk. Nothing over here. Let's try the other one. 7096, and we see a hard hat C2. So this is the client or the team server actually. I think it's the Okay, so first thing we do, let's check some hard hat C2 exploits. If we check a little bit, RCE and auth bypass. Interesting. Arbitrary file write, authentication bypass. This could be interesting for us. There's also RCE, remote coding execution. Interesting. So let's go check the second one. Where is it? Authentication bypass. During normal startup, automatic generates secret password for hard hat admin, blah blah blah. Okay. So we have a POC over there. The script builds a GWT equivalent claims for. Okay, makes sense. So let's try that out on our local machine. Let's check some stuff. Is there anything we need to modify? Our host. Token. Okay. Looks like it's taking arguments. Do we need... Whoops. I think we might need to give it something. Hard hat C2. Maybe we actually have to provide something over there. Just give me a sec. Trying to figure out where it's taking it from. Our host. Oh, there it is. I'm blind. So, 5000. We can actually try to put it. We can try to leave it like that. So, I don't know if there's some security stuff. So let's check if it worked. So let's check the password actually. Let's try it out. And it worked. Perfect. So now we can check out the RCE. Maybe we can gain something. Slash implants. Let's go there. Whoops. This is not what I wanted to type. Alright, sorry, I had to take a little pause. Okay, yeah, so let's check what I did. Implants. Implant interact terminal. Alright. We can add something over there. Okay, get the interface. Who am I? Let's test that out. Is it? Issue the command. Alright, so we see that it's running a search G. Perfect, so we can gain a shell. What do they do over there? Pop, pop, pop. We could run like basic. Oh, I have a better idea than that. I'm gonna add the SSH key. SSH this. And I will echo this. Echo into home.//sh/authorized keys. We're gonna send that. Gonna check if this is running. It is running. Okay, successful. Let's check it out. Search G at backfire.HackTheBox. And perfect, so we have rotated to this user. That is perfect. Some checks we can do. There's a hard hat firewall. Rules, local host, okay, makes sense. You can check what we can run. We see that we can run as root IP tables and IP tables save. So I'm gonna go check up if there is something with that. Let's go check it out. Privilege escalation. Local Privesc. Run Privesc. Is there anything? IP tables, yeah, that's pretty much what I get. So using the command functionality of her to attach arbitrary command containing new line to rules. Okay, so we're exploiting that. Makes sense. How much we can control. Then we do arbitrary file write. So there's a POC over there. So we can basically just run sudo IP tables a. Okay, let's try that out. I think that's it. Is it? -g accept -m comment. Then the comment. So we need to put a backslash n and backslash n at the end. We're not gonna try to do anything. Let's just create a key over there. Oh, I don't want an RSA key actually. I'll just take this and try to craft something from that. No. Whoa. Echo this into authorized keys. This should work, right? Let's check it out. So we should be able to run IP tables. And well, before doing anything else, we'll just make sure that it's pretty much the same. Sudo IP tables -a accept m command, and then in between some new lines we have our payload. So okay, makes sense. If I run this, no errors. Then we overwrite by using sudo IP tables save -f and the file. Okay. So if I run this sudo, is it gonna okay /root/.ssh. Whoa. Oh, okay, I get it. This is not what I should have done. This should be just my key, I think, so no echoes or bullshit. Then I should run the IP table save on authorized keys. Okay. Backfire the HackTheBox. And we are root. Alright, seems like it worked. So if you didn't get what happened over here, so basically what we did, we added a comment, this comment, and looks like \n is doing something. If we take a look, yeah, see, it's on a new line over there. So then when we use sudo iptable save, it will overwrite the file that you select. So by overwriting authorized keys, we can put our public key in there and SSH. So this is everything for the video. If there's something you did not understand, make sure to drop a comment. Obviously the payload, I've spent a lot of time working on that. It's really hard to get it working, well, especially if you don't have experience with Python, as myself. So yeah, I will continue doing other videos and hopefully you liked that. Thank you and subscribe. Thank you.